Hello, my name's Neil Innes.
I give myself to you, for I know I've so much to give. Oh, and when I'm feeling this way, there's just one thing I gotta say.
I had piano lessons and picked up a guitar and taught myself that. And but then I sort of dropped it for painting, and I went to art school. It was when I was at Goldsmiths College of School of Art that I met some of the other bonzos, and they needed a pianist. It was all a lot of fun. I mean, we were all, very, very young, 19 or 20 when we were first starting playing in pubs. We did things, I suppose, that young people do, but I mean, mostly sort of stay up very late and use up an amazing amount of energy.
We've done a bit on Magical Mystery Tour.
That night cutie called a cab. Baby, don't do it. She left her east side room so dry. Baby, don't do it.
And after the Bonzos had broken up, then the Holy Grail happened. And the script came through, and it's one of the few scripts I've ever fallen off the sofa laughing at, especially the Black Knight scene.
Right, I'll do you for that. You what? Come here. What are you going to do, bleed on me? I'm invincible!
And I began paranoid because, every time, something big got lobbed off a castle like a cow,
Fetch it a mush! What? Fetch it a mush!
it fell on me. It still amuses me to think that some of the finest brains of Oxford and Cambridge came up with these lyrics. Bravely bold Sir Robin rode forth from Camelot.
He was not afraid to die, oh brave Sir Robin.
He was not at all afraid to be killed in nasty ways.
Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin.
Shut up!
The Rutles came about from working on Rutland Weekend Television, which the idea of which was Rutland, the smallest county in England, therefore the smallest television station, therefore the smallest budgets, and that suited BBC Two down to the ground. I wrote songs, Eric Idle wrote some sketches, and these two, I had the idea to do A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's Night was shot in black and white. It was speeded up, and there was sort of potential for humour there. And so I said, I got this song, we'll do A Hard Day's Night. And they said, oh, that's great. And I could go with a skit I've got of this documentary maker who's so dull, the camera keeps running away from him. And so that's how the Rutles were born. I feel good, I feel bad, I feel happy, I feel sad. Am I in love? I must be in love.
What does the future hold for the Rutles? Bugger all, I hope.
And after the Rutles, I'd been kind of labelled as a parodist, and in fact, I do write some straightforward songs, so here's one of the straightforward ones. An old man lay dying beneath cold city skies, an ominous look in his derelict eyes. The moment of death for him had no sting. His soul had the power to grant him one thing. So he said, let my dream shine through.
I didn't have to buy the rights to my music. The rights sort of ran out with the other people, so the rights came back to me. I think about two, 3 years ago. And charmingly persistent productions come from Danny Barber, who's I met in I think something like 1985. He was a photographer, and he wanted to take some photographs of me at the Edinburgh Festival. And he's he's a likely lad, with a great sense of humour. But he was a really big Bonzo fan, and it's thanks to him that EMI actually put out Cornology and the 4 box set of 4 CDs that were like the original album, because EMI wouldn't have done anything. And he sort of like persistently sort of nagged them, and in the end they did it. So on a sleeve note, I just popped into my head, the charmingly persistent Danny Barber, is thanks to him. I suppose my favourites now are the new ones I'm writing, because I'm not doing this looking back at my life like the footage in Norwich. I don't want to make a career out of that. I'm only doing 3 more one-man shows of that nature, and I'm going on the road with a band. Don't care whether I make any money or not. I'm just going to get out there with some trumpets and make a racket. I'm writing new songs at the moment and really enjoying that. And I think I'm going into a new era of what I do as a songwriter. I'm feeling more like a painter, really. I mean, it's like, okay, like Picasso and Matisse, they all went through doing lifelike things, copying things, representing things. But after a while, you see the lines to draw, and the colours you want, and the shapes you want, and just less is more, simple. Okay, lyrics to think about, maybe something funny, but mainly something in chunks. The Bonzos was a great period. So was working with the Pythons. Making the Guinness Book of Records as a thing was a wonderful to do, wonderful team, and I enjoyed working on the children's television things. I mean, all those main things that I've done, I've really enjoyed. So they are sort of like highlights. They've all been I've been lucky enough to do lots of different things. We've got all these people out there, mass media, trying to find a mass audience, dealing with mass reality, and controlling mass reality, and I find we are living in an age of marvelous stupidity.